Hello everyone, I hope you've had a great day so far and that you're doing well. For this video we'll be going through an unboxing of a Ninjago set from a few years back. Lloyd's Titan Mech set 70676, and this particular set, most likely discontinued by now, was released back in 2019. So taking a little bit of inspiration from the recent Lloyd Mech, I thought I would dig around, see what I had available, and lo and behold, I have a Titan Mech. Now I do have some other mechs floating around, but I believe they're also off-site. Anyway, getting straight into it, front of the box, doing the best I can with what I have. So a very nice shot of the actual Titan Mech, and I will admit, I dig the aesthetic. It's very cool looking. Very Lloyd, but very cool. So that is very nice, and I do believe there's a few gimmicks in there. And we do have a rough listing of the included minifigs. So Lloyd, Zane, and there'll be 4 additional antagonist minifigs with their own little various weapons and things like that. Now I don't expect Zane to do too much in this set, but it is nice that we get 2 of the ninjas. In terms of the back of the box, so at the very top, if I can get most of it into the frame, so Titan Mech, but we do have a detachable flyer component, which is a very nice little gimmick, and even when detached, the Titan Mech still looks pretty cool. Otherwise, we have some additional gimmicks, weapons, accessories, etc. And I think this one is just detailing the detaching of the flyer. So that is actually very cool. I do actually quite like the look. Very nice. Overall, I think this has definitely been one of the better mech sets, well, one of the better larger mech sets within the last few years. Some of the previous ones from 2021 and 2022, they were okay, but I think this is when design was still really cool. Anyway, with the box side of things done, time to actually crack open the box, have a better look at all the contents. Given the size, I would imagine 7 to 8 bags, definitely a manual, probably definitely a sticker sheet. And with everything out of the box, 6 bags, definitely a sticker sheet. There's some additional seals of some description, and there is also a loose piece. Front of the manual, back when things were little booklets, it also had its own distinct plastic wrapper as opposed to what we now see through the paper little pamphlet thing. So of the 6 bags, bag number 1 does a good load of the minifigs and the flyer. 2 onwards pretty much builds the actual Titan Mech. 3 and 5 and 6 will have a minifig, and 6 will also use this little bonus piece as well for Zane, which I assume is him doing some form of spin jitsu. Overall, this actually looks like it should be a really fun build. Starting with bag number 1, minifigs are minifigs, so not too much to worry about there. And then building this little core flyer component. Now this will pretty much be the entirety of bag number 1, so how many steps is that? And I'll have a little firing gimmick with my favourite little brickhead buddy. So 44 steps to do bag number 1, and bag 2 will pretty much commence back all the way at number 1 and go all the way through the Titan Mech. Now I'm going to page through this very quickly. Am I going to probably miss ends of bags and starter bags? Most likely. Well, actually that wasn't too bad. Usually if I fly past it now, I try not to backtrack. Up to step 59 to do bag number 2. Bag number 3 starts at step 60. Soon it would be most of the legs, so probably stop around 120-ish, I guess. 119. Bag 4 starts at 120. So there's a good amount of steps with each of these bags, and as you we'll see them in a minute, the bags aren't small. I feel if this was released now, there'd probably be more smaller bags. Bag number 4, ooh, probably arms and stuff, so... Oh no, the feet. So 154, so this is a fairly shorter bag. Bag number 5 starts at 155, does do a minifig. Now, because there are arms involved, I suspect it'll go well into the 200s. Maybe not. 196, although I haven't been too far off, so it's actually not too bad. And then bag number 6, saying the little effect, which will actually spin, which is actually quite cool. And then going through that, now this should pretty much end the build. So doing the random accessories, attaching the flyer to the back of the mech. Does give me some weird mech vibes from Power Rangers as well. But I actually really like the look, honestly. Some of the stuff that was released back in the day, and parts list. So that wasn't too bad. Now, in terms of the stickers and some of the other banner displays, similar to the recent mech set release, I'm very surprised at the size of the sticker sheet in relation to the size of the box. I would have expected a heap of stickers, but this is actually quite respectable. That, or I just have this weird theory that bigger the box, the more proportional the sticker sheet size is. Which, in saying that, is terrible, because I've done Speed Champions. There is no correlation there. So that's the sticker sheet. Now the other item, they're like little plastic transparent banner items, and I think this is for the antagonist. Now I have no idea if this is the correct orientation or not, so I apologize if it's not, but that is very cool that we get them. So we have those. Now, as for the bags, I'm trying to make this super quick. Bag number 1, whole heap of plastic in there. There's probably at least 2 small bags in there, as well as a little cape piece. So we do know there's a minifig and pretty much the entire fly component, and we do get a bit separated. That is bag 1. Bag number 2. Back in the day when there were actually multiple small bags in a bag, which is funny because I swear I made the comment in a previous video very recently about how did we get down from 2 bags to 1 bag. That was bag 2. Bag number 3. So 3 will be a relatively shorter build, but that is okay. There will be a smaller bag in there. Definitely a lot of interesting color components as well. Bag 4. 2 small bags inside. See, everything seems to be 2 small bags. Bag 5 with some larger pieces in there, so we do get a nice little spinning ninja star, some very large, in this case they're not being used as wheels, but some very large rings, 1 small bag inside. It'll be interesting to see how some of these antagonist minifigs are, because they've got some very nice little inclusions on the actual armor they have these days, so they're really kind of cool. That was bag number 5, and lastly bag number 6. And there's some pre-printed pops in there as well, which is very, very cool. So not everything will be reliant on stickers, which is nice. And there's the actual length of the sword. And before I forget, this is a little random included piece that's not within a bag. So a very interesting little spinning effect, which I think is kind of cool. So that will bring us to the end of the unboxing of Lloyd's Titan Mech set 70676. Yes, definitely a blast from the past. Anyone trying to find this, definitely a case of I wish you luck. Given it was 2019 and we've gone through about 2 or 3 sublines since, this set has to well and truly be on the discontinued pile. So it'll really come down to private sellers and things like that, but you never know. I'm definitely glad I picked it up back in the day and was back when I wasn't as frugal with Ninjago. It was about 2 years when I was quite frugal, and then I thought, nope, need to stop. But yes, very cool set. I'm not going to try and parallel build multiple Lloyd mechs at the same time because that's just going to get super messy. But this one does look really cool, and given that it's across 6 bags, that's at least 6 sessions. I don't know if I'll just do them how I usually do and just work in progress shots on Instagram, or if I even want to try and maybe do some of them as a time-lapse video of some description. Time will tell. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account. The link is in the description below. It's also the same name as the YouTube channel. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in a future video. See ya.